What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're checking out Empires in Ruins, a kind of grand strategy tower defense RTS mashup that's got a lot of it's got kind of like the city management of Rome Total War, but it's got like the combat of like a tower defense game with some RTS elements mixed on into it, where the ultimate goal of the game is to suppress a rebellion in a western sort of reaches provincial location. You are an emissary or a knight or an envoy or a general of the empire, and you must bring these people back in line. So let's go ahead and start the game off. As of right now, we'll start a new game. You have two options when you start out. You can go with the campaign, which is basically holding your hand and kind of like guiding you on your first path to conquer like most of the map, and it does it with kind of story prompts and dialogue and all that kind of stuff. Definitely a good option if you've done it, you know, if you've never played the game before. We're going to do the sandbox mode because I feel like with games like this and Crusader Kings and other grand strategy games, really, like, regardless of whether or not it has a storyline mode, the sandbox is really like the main appeal of playing the game. So that's what we're going to do. So a bit of a apology at the front end of this right here. If I end up doing too much explaining, it's just necessary. This is a lightweight grand strategy game, but at the end of the day, it's still a grand strategy game. So, like, I'm going to have to explain to you the general UI and all the stuff that's going on, because if I don't, it's just going to look like me clicking on a bunch of panels and, like, not explaining anything and you not knowing what's going on. So here's the world map. If you zoom in, it'll give you, like, this really sexy Age of Empires 2 looking map. Kind of cool, right? We start off in Callum here. Callum here kind of sucks, man. Callum here is not a great place. If you look, that's our city. Yeah, that's it right there. It's a loose association of tents. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. And we're expected to, like, conquer places like Frauts, for example, which has a curtain wall, an inner... Oh, my God. It's got a curtain wall right there. It's got itself, like, an inner portcullis. Dude, the place is going to be a mess. Gießen up here doesn't really have a whole lot going on. I think we'll probably hit Frauts later, but don't you just love that map and how it morphs? I love that. That's such an unnecessary feature, but at the same time, such a satisfying one. All right, so let's get started. The main thing that you're going to be interacting with the entire game through is the province menu. Here's the province of Callum here. At the moment, we are getting 103 gold per turn, 25 wood per turn, 75 stone per turn, and 25 iron per turn. This location is producing extra food because it has food production in the area, pastures. It also has, it has fertile fields. We also have a quarry over here. So there you go, natural resources that can be exploited. That's just a visual representation of our camp at the moment. It's not that nice. On this side, you've got our split of what we're doing with our men. So we can either put our men in the army, we can put our men in the guard, or we can keep them somewhere in the middle. It's up to you what you want to do. I'll explain what that does a little bit later. It doesn't really matter right now. We've got our taxes right now. We can raise that and lower happiness and increase the amount of money we get. We can lower it, increase the amount of happiness. Up to you. This is our governor that we can add. Having a governor in the province will increase like the various stats that you get from your province depending on whether or not he's a wartime governor or whether he's a social governor. For right now, these stats that you need to know, we have our attack power. Our attack is going to go up against our enemy's defense when we try to go into their territory and take over their stuff. If yours is considerably higher than theirs, bump, 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 you get bonuses. If it's lower, you deal less damage, you have less HP. It gets uglier and harder for you to win. Defense is the exact opposite. If somebody else attacks us from their territory, their attack is compared to our defense. Exact same spiel. Espionage is how good we are at scouting and dealing with assassinations and stuff like that. It'll go up and down depending on how many spy buildings you have and whether or not your governor is an assassin or a spy master. We have authority and we have happiness. Authority and happiness, all you need to know about them is the happier that these two stats are, the lower rebellion will be. And that's a good thing because rebellion is the only stat that matters in the entire game. Your ultimate goal is to get rebellion down to 0 across the entire map in every single province. So keep that in mind. So these two stats, pretty important. Happiness derives from food. So the more food you have, if you have a surplus, happiness will go up, rebellion will go down. Our population is pretty small for right now, and it's only at half, but that's probably a good thing. There's some randomized starts in this game that can really kind of put you behind the 8 ball and give you a really hard time. For example, you can start out with a city just randomly that has like 50 population and a low food count. And basically, you'll start out doing really, really badly at the beginning of the game with nothing you can really do about it. Your rebellion will be skyrocketing from the beginning. That's kind of like the hard mode play. If you get that map and you're a new player, I would suggest that you restart. I think it's the start. No, I don't want to do anything with all of this. Just leave it alone. It's fine. But anyways, you can start out in Frauts, and if you start out in Frauts, it's actually kind of rough. You get a lot of resources, but you start out with crazy high rebellion that makes it really difficult for you to, like, handle your day-to-day. Over here, we have a chance for our next riot in 8 turns. What a riot does is it'll effectively shut down a location until you resolve a battle and win. And let's go ahead, and really, we need to assign our research first. So what I'd like to do for my research is I would like to go with... Let's go with... Oh, I don't know. Let's make them fire a little faster. There you go. So we're working on that, and every turn we're applying 1 research towards it, and it's going to take us like 6 research to get done. That'll speed up with time. There's lots and lots of research. I guess I should probably show it to you. Research in this game pretty much only affects combat. It doesn't seem to affect civics like at all. You've got your soldiers over here, so once you're like ordering men around with pikes and everything to fight with the enemy, this will boost them up and make them better. This right here makes the buildings that you're going to be building. Every single time you do a battle, makes them build quicker, produce more resources, have more HP, all that kind of stuff. So really, there's a lot of stuff to work on here. There's a lot of things to keep an eye on. The game does have some pretty serious depth to it. I know from previous experience that Velbert is a pretty weak territory, and so really, like, one of the first things you want to do on your first turns is you want to scout this place so we can see if we can attack it. We've got 15% scouting chance right there. We've got a 49% chance of success. We'll give it a go. Maybe we'll luck out, maybe we won't. It's a coin flip, so who knows. We should also probably put a governor in right here. This governor will lower... Actually, Linus Orlong is pretty good, man. But we don't need somebody that good in this territory. We want somebody that good in a place that's really rebellious and really hard to maintain because he gives you so many good stats. So instead, I'll just do, yeah, we'll put Officer Hunthane over here, and he'll give us a bonus to our authority, a bonus to our happiness, and look at that, he's dropped our rebellious activity down. Hell, yeah. Nothing else to really work on for right now, so we'll pass our turn. We successfully scouted this location. Let's have a look at them. Their defense is 11%. Our attack is 21%, so we should be able to basically just mule kick these guys in the face. Like, it shouldn't be that hard for us to just whack these dudes into submission. The other thing I would recommend maybe doing is... That's already building? Okay. Well, I guess if that's already building, that's fine. But what I would suggest doing is maybe doing something that increases our prosperity a little bit. Increasing our infrastructure would not be a terrible idea. Just building some roads and making the place look a little bit nicer. Alright, well, now that we know these guys are here, we can straight up just, like, attack them. We've got a 10% bonus over the top of them, so, like, I would say to go for it, man. Why not? I think it happens on the next turn, though. I don't think we fight them right now. We also need to apply stats to our main leader. Our main leader over here, you've got a bunch of different stats. They do a bunch of different things, and honestly, it'll take me like 10 minutes to explain all of it. Just be aware that as he levels up and you conquer more territory, he's going to get active abilities that he can deploy in combat in order to give you, like, little, you know, extra money, this, that, or the other. Leadership affects some of those. In addition, leadership affects how loyal your officers are, your chances of converting a conquered governor, preventing rebellious events. It gives your headquarters extra authority when it's in a location. Tactics makes your towers and soldiers hit harder, increases some of your abilities, and increases the amount of authority that you get from your headquarters being in a province. Empathy makes it so that you get extra happiness from your headquarters being in a province. In addition, it allows you to basically convert you can do investigations of your various officers to find out if they're loyal or not, so that they won't betray you and take over your territories later on down the line. In addition, it gives you a chance to avoid rebellious events. You've got management down here. It makes your headquarters produce more food when it's in a zone, and then it affects a bunch of abilities, and then just luck is like a thing that you can't really fiddle with. Sometimes you just get extra luck. I would say to go with leadership up front. Just mash that out real quick, and then I usually put in tactics. I usually keep things fairly even as I level up. We do have a battle to fight, but I think it'll be on the next turn because the army is moving. Alright, so if you're wondering why we have 0 resources coming in right now, it's because we're actively in the process of building a civic advancement or a civic edifice or a building, basically. If you're building anything, all of your resources drop down to, like, nothing for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why it's designed that way, but it is. All of your resources, except for apparently stone in this case, are going to drop down to 0 until the building is done building. This means you kind of have to be careful about the way you build buildings because you can actually do it at, like, a really, really bad time when you need resources, and it can really, really screw you over, so... Either way, let's fight this battle and see what happens. We've got we got a slight advantage. It'll be okay, though. I think we can take them. Let's fight. Alright, so here we are on the battle screen. let's start out with a couple of guard towers, I think. A fair warning, this game has really dumb AI on your towers. So never, ever, ever place your towers in a position where they will start simultaneously firing on enemies. So let's say I put a tower right there and I put a tower right there. Right when the enemy gets to like right here, both towers will fire at that guy at the same time. And one of them will waste their shot if it's a one-shottable enemy. This means that like a fleet of small enemies will basically cause half of your shots to be wasted, and they'll flood straight through and wipe you, even though you have a really good chance of winning on the tactical menu. So my recommendation is always to place your towers like side by side. That way you don't run into that issue. So there we go. We'll put in 2 towers right here. They have a choke point, so I'm not really too worried about what they're going to do to me here. We've got a little bit of money. We've got a little bit of wood production right here. You have these 2 little guys. They will go out and they will build or repair any of the stuff you tell them to build or repair. They can die. You can send them out during the course of the battle, but if they get hit by enemies, they die, and then you won't be able to build stuff for a while. So be careful. Like, it can be a little bit risky. That's all that I'm saying. We'll go ahead and we'll increase his fire rate, too, because why the hell not? Actually, I probably shouldn't have did that. Ah, well, we'll fight. Let's go for it. So enemies are going to start flooding in from the edges of the map, and it's going to be a normal tower defense game. Later on, we're going to have units we can command around to go and fight with these guys and, like, stall them out in certain areas and stuff like that. But for right now, all we have is towers. The first thing that they've sent out are big, beefy warhounds. Fine by me. We should get about $5 from each of these when we kill them. There you go. There you go. I don't know if they're going to get through or not. Ah, they picked the same target again. Goody. Goody, goody gumdrops. Yeah, the AI on the towers is super stupid, so just keep that in mind. It's like super unbelievably stupid. If you end this early, you can actually get little bonuses for ending it early, and I do want to end it early because I'm going to make a lumberjacking hut up here because that's the only way to produce wood. Just something to keep in mind while you're playing the game. I'm going to put that in right there to increase the attack speed on these. Hopefully the dogs outrun most of these little dudes because we have, like, issues right now. Let's say, please get that guy. There we go. Oh, they're making it in. Okay. All right, fair enough. We're going to need another tower. We're definitely going to need another tower. We'll plop another tower in. We took a little bit of a beating right there. It's okay, though. We'll make it through. There's a little bit less money being provided. We're going to put this tower in. And hopefully this third one right here will be enough to really handle the enemy. Start the next wave, because I don't really have anything else to play around with anyways, so why worry about it? I'm going to hold off on spending any more money for right now. Oh, they're wasting their shots again. I really hope he kills all of them. If he doesn't kill all of them, we got big problems right now. There's a few more towers in play. They're going to start sabotaging the towers pretty soon. I feel like we're pretty good on wood. I don't feel like I'm hurting for wood right now. So I'll probably go for a couple of range upgrades on these guys just to make them a little bit stronger. You get bonus gold for ending your prep early, so I do suggest that you end your prep early whenever you can. Looks like it's just a dog wave. Yeah, just a dog wave, so we're all right. We're back on normal mode here. I would say I feel like we're doing a pretty good job right now. Just kind of eliminating these dudes. So keep building towers. I'm going to call in the next wave because why not? I mean, it's not like they're going to get here in time to stop it from being built. Like, the front towers should be able to take care of most of them. Is that guy digging? What is that guy doing? I've never seen that unit before. Is he digging? He was, dude. I've never seen him do that before. That was crazy. So did he create like a little... Where did he go down? He did! I wonder if they'll teleport from there now. I've never seen him do that before. That's wild and crazy. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to start dumping like mad resources into my towers because I feel like we have enough at this point. I don't think we need more towers. Oh, I ran out of wood. That's unfortunate. All right, we'll have to use the wood. Oh, this guy attacks towers, too. He might lose our tower right there. There we go. That's what I like to see. All right, so what I want to do is we'll build another lumberjack hut over here. I don't think we need that much wood. but we might need that much wood. We definitely need to repair this tower over here. That's like a non-negotiable. That needs to get done like right this second. So there we go. Next wave. I'll take the bonus, and we'll just kind of see how this whole thing plays. This front tower should take most of the damage. Oof. All right, that's a pretty rough turn. It's a pretty rough turn. We'll go ahead, and I'm going to tell them to repair this, but I don't know how well it's going to go because we do not have a lot of resources. Oh, we're going to lose that tower right there. Feels bad, and it's upgraded too. Ugh. Disgusting, man. And we're not even on the last wave yet. Yeah, I definitely should sell it. I just don't think we're going to recover it. Could do a catapult tower. That might be kind of sexy. Yeah, dude, go do a catapult tower. I never built one of these before. Let's do a catapult tower real fast. That big catapult tower do all kinds of damage. Man, that thing took a hot minute to grow. Oh, they brought a bear, bro? Dude, they tried to throw a bear at your boy. Oof, that's horrifying in all kinds of new and special ways. Okay, you're damaged, so let me undamage you because I don't like having damaged stuff. The other thing we can do is we can plop another one of these dudes over here because we're really having trouble keeping up with wood production. I think it'll be okay doing 2 of them, I think. Like, it might be too much wood, but I think we'll be good. If we can just take this, like, this province is almost ours. It's so close. Yeah, increase his range real fast, and then let's just go next wave. Ain't nothing else to worry about. Our defense is what it is at this point, okay? Our defense is what it is. Bringing in another bear, huh? All right, well, bring in the bear you gotta bring in. I'm gonna give him some more attack speed, too, because why not? Come on. Yep, you chuck some rocks at that bear right there. Yup. Chuck some rocks at it. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Put some real pain on them. Make them feel it. Bear's down. That's what I like to see. Their big bruiser is down, too. I need a little bit more damage out, and then we'll be okay. Huh. One of them made it through. That surprises me, actually. I did not think one of them was going to make it through. Go ahead and fix that right there. Yeah, there you go. Get both of those fixed. I'm going to go with the next wave. I don't know what I want to add to all these. Let's go with a little bit of damage, I guess. Oh, never mind. I ran out of metal. Okay, never mind. I don't super like wasting my catapult on that. I was gonna say, please don't, like, throw a rock at any of these dudes. Oh, no, dude. Oh, we're gonna be splitting our fire. This is not good. Yeah, those bears are making a stopgap that is not pleasant. I really wish I could pick what they throw at. Like, they're picking all kinds of weird targets right now. I think that bear might get through. Maybe. Oh, no, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Yeah, buddy. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, so let's put that over there. And then I do feel like we need more towers. I just feel like I don't have enough massed fire. Yeah, fix everything up. There you go. Get the HP all nice and restored on everything. We'll build this little dude up right here. We'll go for the next wave. I don't think that one has anything that can upgrade. Yeah, we're out of metal, so I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade much. Well, they're not taking metal. Oh, some of these do take metal. But the ranged upgrade is, like, super ridiculously cheap. Well, hopefully we don't have any sappers coming on in. If we do, it's going to be bad times, I think. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yup. That's the good stuff right there. Very nice. Dude, we're almost done with this thing. Oof, I thought we weren't going to make it at the beginning. I thought we had big problems at the beginning, but we seem to be doing all right. We've got a little bit more coming out. What does that require? A bunch of metal? Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind then. We don't have any metal left for another tower. So I'm sort of thinking... we just drop in ranged upgrades where we can. Because that's like really all we can afford. Alright, next wave. If we survive this one, we are good to go, my friends. Let's see how it plays out. I've got a feeling this one's going to be nasty, though. I got a very, very real feeling that this one is going to be straight Uggletrons. There you go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Oh, they're sapping everything. Come on, get them all. Yep, filter them on out. I believe in all of you. If they destroy a tower, I don't care. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, we won. Okay, so now we should be able to get back to getting some resources. So there's a little bit of loot. We will occupy peacefully without bloodshed. This location actually has like a little town in it. So I'm sort of wondering if it's not a better idea. Let's go ahead and give me a badass governor for this place. That's what I really, really need, is I need a really good governor. All right, so we got to wait for our production to be done on some of these buildings over here before we're going to get resources from there. But we should be getting resources from Velbert now, so it really shouldn't matter altogether that much. And Velbert seems to be in pretty good shape. So we'll just kind of wait a turn or two and see how this plays out. I wouldn't worry, sir. It can't rain forever. Our scouts just informed me that the river and lakes of all the surrounding provinces have flooded. We've also received reports that crops were ruined and some buildings were destroyed. The populace came asking for our help, but they're drowned and claim that they are starving. If you don't mind me saying so, it's a good time to panic. Okay, so provinces with bodies of water are flooded, population decreases. I don't think we have any bodies of water, do we? Yeah, we're solid. We don't even have a body of water. So we're all right, man. I don't think we have anything to worry about here. I think we're looking pretty good. I think it's probably a good idea to scout these guys, too, and just see how they go. Yeah, 69% chance to scout right there. Nice. And we do have a lot of resources. Scout report, we failed. They were butchered and no new information has been made available. Nice. Geeson over here bringing it. Bringing it, cousin. Geeson over here getting it. So Geeson's got a pretty solid defensive perimeter going. I'll try and send them in again just to see if we can figure out what's going on. Those guys got murdered, so what are you going to do? Sometimes your scouts get murdered. Brilliant success, sir. Everything there is to know. They only have 3%. Dude, we could beat up Geeson like today. Do they? That can't be accurate. 3% attack? That can't be right. I'm really interested in conquering them. So he's making food over here. Okay. What are we doing on this side? Oh, we're doing infrastructure. Nice. Well, I'm really happy to see that. How are we doing on research? The research done? It looks like research is indeed done. Very nice. We could get a composite bow tower. I don't know if that's just like flat out better than a guards tower. I don't know if it's an upgrade to the guards tower. I think it might be. Yeah, it looks like it's actually a flat upgrade. So we're getting 3 research per turn anyway, so that'll mash out in 2 turns. So that'll be pretty good. This place has really, really good research capacity, I'm happy to say. Yeah, attack them. I see no reason not to attack them. It seems like it's an easy peasy thing to do. Like, we've got a pretty solid advantage right there, so why not take care of it? Yeah, we're at a clear advantage here, so we should be able to just, like, face roll our way across the keyboard, just, and get this thing done. Don't like that we have split directions we're being attacked from. That's super toxic. Don't like that one little bit. I suppose I shall put a tower. Yeah, I think the smart spot to put a tower is like right here. Yeah, like ideally, you want tower placement to maximize the amount of time you have to shoot at people. So this is where the scout tower comes in. I don't think the scout tower is that great, but this is where it comes in. My suggestion would be, since we don't know what the scout tower basically makes it so you know where the enemies are coming from, in case you didn't know about that. We do have a choke right here. So I'll put one right there as a backup plan. And then we'll just start this thing off. Okay, not too bad. Really, we want to focus on reinforcing this area right here, is pretty much like all of it. We've got 70 right there. I'm going to take a risk, and we're going to make a lumber chopper early. Just to sort of guarantee that we've got enough wood to repair any damages that come up. Because that is always kind of the problem. Is like, do you have the resources to clear that up? Some of these guys are going to get through. Maybe. No, dude, why would I guess let the dog through? I guess it prioritized by who was going to deal the most damage, maybe. We actually might be okay here. Surprisingly enough. I would definitely think about putting a tower. I mean, I guess it really kind of depends how much we want to put our eggs in one basket here. I should have enough. Oof. Man, this is a tough one. So it's like really you can reinforce this choke over here, like close to the base, so that if they make it through, there's no hope. Or I can try to individually reinforce all these areas, which is the part that I'm not super fanatical about. Oh, I seriously don't have enough? Alright. Well, here, put another one right there, too, just in case they break through. I can't promise, like, what things are going to happen here. Oh, a couple of them made it through. Ain't that something? Alright, feels bad. Lost a little bit of HP on that side. You can see it in the bottom right corner, so we're not in too bad a shape. I honestly, I don't really like having so many of my defenses so close to my base. It makes me very much feel as though there's, like, if they make it through, I'm toast. That's the part that worries me, but I guess we can start reinforcing, like, closer, like, so now that we've got this area covered, we can start putting stuff out here, maybe, a little bit. Like, I do think a catapult is a really, really good idea. Yeah, let me get the next wave. Ooh, there's not a lot of places to put these. Rough one. Okay. So our next one has to go down here. I'll put it down there. I think that's a really good spot for a catapult tower. But we are going to have to repair a lot of stuff after this, which is kind of worrying. Just do it. Just do it. Just send him out. We'll put the catapult tower right there because I think its kill zone is just going to be nutty on that spot. So next wave up. I'm going to try and finish this. We may have to cut this episode a little bit longer. Oh, they made a path through. Ooh, gross. So apparently they can dig like a little path right there through the trees. Oh. Subterfuge and skullduggery, my friends. That's all I have to say about that. That's exactly what that is. Okay, so we're going to have to reinforce this down here now that they can swap tracks. I don't think we have much of a choice. I'll put this guy right here. I still feel... No, let's not do that. Never mind. Oh, you don't... Even if there's no building on it, you don't get any back. Oh, never mind. Well, I just wasted a bunch of resources then. I mean, right here is a pretty simple solution. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. They're sending in bears. Okay. Give me a little bit more attack. I don't really know what else to do for you there. That's the only way he's going to kill either of these dudes. Well, we got one of the bears, but we didn't get the other one. The other one waltzed straight through and just didn't even care. Yikes. We may actually lose this, even though it said we had the advantage. They're just creating all kinds of weird little mole holes and stuff that we got to work around. Can't keep my money up either. Yeah, give me another one right there. He can run that repair with whatever he's got on hand. There we go. Okay, so we had enough to repair, and we also had enough to build a new tower down here. I think we should be okay, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a little bit scary out here right now. That catapult tower is doing work, though, and I'm really proud of him. That catapult tower is my damn hero. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, those little tunnels they keep digging are a problem. Those little tunnels are an issue. I do very much want to increase the range on that one, but I don't know if it's the right choice. All right, next wave. I'll take the cash bonus. But anyways, yeah, this is Empires in Ruin. It's a really, really cool game, actually, and the developers are super interactive with their community on Steam. They're constantly talking about what they're working on. They're constantly talking about, like, you know, this is important to us right now. This is what we're fixing. This is what's, like, you know, majorly important. Like, this is broken. This is not. We're aware of the issue. So that's a really, really good thing. You like to see that from developers. That's usually a pretty good sign that they care. But anyways, get the game down below in the description. Sorry, I'm getting addle brain. This is my last video that I'm recording of the day right around dinner time. And I've got like that I'm hungry feeling. You ever get that? I got that I'm hungry feeling right now. It's time for dinner, though. It's big time for dinner. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping on in. It's been an utter blast spending time with you playing this game. Definitely check it out down below in the description. I don't think that you'll regret it. In fact, I think you will like it very, very much. See y'all later. How you do, everybody?